Soul Bad Guy, Kai Kisuke, and Baiken. Characters that have been around Arc System Works since the release of Guilty Gear back on PS1 early or late 1998. Honestly, I see so many comments and so many people asking, why didn't they put Guilty Gear and BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle? Bro, by order sold from Guilty Gear and BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle will be sick. The next fate should be Guilty Gear. And I'm gonna be honest with you, as much as I'm excited and love the enthusiastic from people wanting these characters in this game specifically, I don't think it will ever actually happen, and I'm tired of kind of seeing it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. First, I constantly hear a misconception on why didn't they include them in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, and let me tell you why I don't think that's necessarily true. Many claim that since Guilty Gear is made by Team Red, who now do primarily 3D fighting games, aka 2.5D, it wouldn't meld well with BBTAG since that is done by Team Blue, who stick to the sprites and 2D format of older fighting games. Yeah, let me tell you why that's kinda incorrect. Something many people don't know is that most Arc System Works games are made in either super photorealistic 3D or in 2D vice versa. AKA, it's kinda fake. Back in 2015, there's a whole YouTube video out currently right now by GDC on how Guilty Gear Xrd art style factors in both 2D and 3D animation and style. But in the presentation, it is way deeper than what I said here and shown, but the point lies is that if they really wanted them in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, they could have easily used sprites from Accent Core XX or Guilty Gear X2. Heck, even BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle used Akatsuki Blitzcamp, a game that released from 2003 and repurposed and reworked them for BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle in 2019. So if they really wanted to put in that work to put Guilty Gear and BBTAG, they could do it. So then comes the bigger question, why isn't Guilty Gear in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle? Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you, and if you've been on this channel since I've been covering BBTAG, you probably know this is also a reason why I haven't covered anything related to Guilty Gear being into BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. I also kind of figured this out when we got the first EVO 2017 reveal trailer. Listen, it's all about representation in my honest opinion. Pay close attention to the trailer. You see Ragna and you see Jin. Then you see Hyde from Under Night come out with Yu Narukami from the Persona 4 series. So this leads to a bigger speculation that I think Arc System Works could be working on something and it's bound to happen sooner or later. I did some deep ass research and I found an article from Anime Expo 2009 with both Tochi Mori and Daisuke Ishiwatari. There's a lot of key things I think people need to pay attention to as well. The article even states, although it drops all of the Western rock metal references and features a new cast of characters, BlazBlue is clearly Guilty Gear's spiritual successor. Now, you could call me reaching or stretching, but I've been saying this long before I even started covering this stuff. I have a theory that BlazBlue and Guilty Gear will cross over either by the means of guest characters or a fighting game similar to Marvel vs. Capcom or something else in the future. If BlazBlue is Guilty Gear's spiritual successor, I don't think Arc System Works would like to undermine a game titled BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle with currently 7 different franchises, with Guilty Gear also being a part of that. Most of the fighting game franchises that are in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle are way more niche than Guilty Gear has ever been. I honestly think they would like to save the concept of having BlazBlue characters and Guilty Gear crossover for a bigger project. Shit, I could honestly see on the PS5 Guilty Gear versus BlazBlue could be a thing. Also, what makes this interview even crazier is that it's from over 10 years ago. The interviewer asked a very straightforward question, and their responses were kinda golden. The interviewer asked, what else are you guys working on right now? Would you consider doing a crossover fighting game with characters from both Guilty Gear and BlazBlue? Ishiwatari laughs. Once again, it's a secret. Mori then laughs and says, that's a different secret, but they are both secrets. Now what makes this so interesting is that 7 years later from 2009, we actually got BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. And honestly, Guilty Gear has only had Guilty Gear Revelator, Rev 2, and upcoming Strive in 2020. So I think I could be reaching here, but like Arc System Works, I'm just saying, after the growing success of DBFZ, there's probably another hidden project or Virginia that could tie together BlazBlue and Guilty Gear. Who knows? However, I could 100% be incorrect on the whole entire situation. I'm just giving my honest opinion. And I honestly feel like it all has to do with the representation of BlazBlue and Guilty Gear within Arc System Works. Guilty Gear is seemingly the pioneer of anime fighting games since the late 90s and is still around to this day. I could also be 100% wrong, and the data might 100% be false, where Arc System Works Mori could deadass announce Guilty Gear and BBTAG at the end of the month during EVO Japan 2020 or some other event. I'm just saying Guilty Gear would have been amazing in BBTAG. I think since Cross Tag Battle has strong franchises with such strong presences such as Ruby and Persona and Senran Kagura, I think BBTAG is in a very great spot without them for the meantime. I'd rather wait for a dedicated BlazBlue versus Guilty Gear game done with the same visual flair as the new Guilty Gear 2020, aka Guilty Gear Strive. Also, somebody else will probably bring up, but everyone in BBTAG are watered down versions of themselves, and that's the point of the game. It's for fans of the Arc System Works brand while introducing newcomers to these characters. Remember, back in 2017, within Arc System Works, Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator 2 was very relevant then, and BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle kinda didn't reflect the gameplay design and philosophy of how Xrd was back then as well. Maybe you'll use the case for Guilty Gear Strive, but I know it would kinda lead to a lot of backlash for BBTAG if Guilty Gear characters were watered down, just as similar to how Strive is getting a lot of controversial hate and attacks by many Guilty Gear vocalists now. That being said, do you guys think Guilty Gear should be in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle? Do you think at some point Guilty Gear will ever come to BBTAG? Who knows? I just want to bring this discussion out to everybody. Follow me on Twitter at avataryayaTV. And remember, you guys are golden and that is raw. Squalla. Peace!